it's there, it's everywhere, in all directions. So yeah, it's only by turning to Krishna. So this dependency on Krishna is ultimately the stage where one goes, where one shifts from a Sakama Bhakta to an Akama Bhakta. The Sakama Bhakta is thinking, or the devotee who is having material desires, thinking that I have to control. I have to control the situation. Krishna, you have to help me. And somehow or other, oh Krishna, please help me. Krishna, somehow or other, let it work. I pray to you. Krishna, please. But the Akama Bhakta is getting to the point, okay Krishna, your plan, whatever it is, okay, I'll accept it. Whatever you send, I'll take it. I'll somehow or other rely on it, that you are good, that you are ultimately benevolent, and that you will surely take care of your devotee. So this is the point where one gradually has to go towards, and that's a big change. It's easier said than done. It's a big change to get to that point of reliance on Krishna instead of calculating very carefully. Even in Krishna consciousness, we can be very calculating where we position ourselves. It's like just, Hare Krishna, where's that comfortable niche? And we got to figure it out. So this mentality to control and calculate is very deeply rooted. And Akama Bhakta means to just put our faith in whatever Krishna arranges is good. His plan is better than my plan. Because you never know. That new car for which you've been saving for so long, and finally you got it, that car may kill you. You bought your own death from your savings. You saved so much, worked so hard. So what looks good may be bad. How can we know what good really is? What looks good is not always good. But Krishna sees to the ultimate level. Therefore, he knows, he really knows what is good for us. In that way, one has to become an Akama Bhakta, a devotee without materials. I have left 5 minutes for questions.
I was reading Dr. Martin Luther King was saying, the goal of my life is not to achieve pleasure and avoid pain, but to do God's will, come what may. So devotional service is the bottom line.
Yeah.
And if we just do what Krishna wants, and like you say, be attached to the endeavor, not to the results.
Yeah.
Let me try to do this for your benefit, Krishna, for your pleasure, under the instruction of my spiritual master. And it may be difficult, suffering may come, people may laugh at me, it may be a big success, it may be ridiculously a failure, people may ignore me, people may praise me, in any circumstances, okay Krishna, what do you want me to do? I love that thing where Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane, he says, this is the night before he was to be crucified, he knew what was going to happen. And he said, Lord, this is a bitter cup. I would rather not drink from this cup. But thy will be done. If that's what you want, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Come what may. Because the goal of my life is to do your will. And then we're free. It's like a stockbroker when he has somebody else's money and he invests it. Oh, you lost it. Oh, you made a lot of money. He really doesn't care in one sense, because it's not his money. So we're doing it for Krishna's pleasure. And just because we're trying to please Krishna, that's successful, regardless of how it turns out.
Yeah, and in the end, we may still encounter our own limitations, our own shortcomings in coming to the ideal. But anyway, Krishna is kind. If he sees us trying, then even if you're not perfect, sometimes there's a little bit of personal interest.
How wonderful is Krishna?
How wonderful is Krishna.
We try to squeeze that into the class somewhere.
Anyone else? Yeah. Yeah, so the Nectar of Devotion describes this in detail. It says that actually the devotees still have karma, but they get diminished reactions. Then it begins to explain this as aparapta karma, unmanifest karma. And it goes like a stalk in the heart. And there's all these, and from that stalk comes seeds, inclinations to act again. So it's because of all the karma within the heart that we have certain inclinations towards sinful or pious activities, attachments. And then we'll commit some sinful activity again, and we get more stock. So like this, it's like a vicious circle, the karmic situation going on between stock, inclination, sinful activity, reaction, more stock again. Now, this, and then sometimes that stock fructifies. When one becomes a devotee, engages in devotional service, immediately the reactions diminish. Don't disappear, but you get diminished reactions. The fruits diminish. The stock becomes also diminished, gradually. Not all at once, but gradually becomes diminished. Therefore, the sinful inclination also diminishes. So in this way, all the levels of unmanifest karma become diminished. But it still takes time to become completely free from all karmic influence. But it begins to decrease. Whereas otherwise you're just caught up. In the world, that's what you do. Making karma and avoiding karma. It's just like karma, it's a little bit like an old-fashioned suitcase, the one you carry in your hand, right? Or you carry in one hand, then you move it to the other hand, then you carry it on your shoulder, on your head, you drag it over the ground. So many ways to move that suitcase. So it looks that we can change our destiny. Like I was once in Amsterdam and it was raining as it usually does, and it was cold and wet and miserable. Pale faces, red noses. And I walked past this poster of a Palm Beach, and next moment I was inside and I bought the ticket. And I went to Mombasa, in Africa. And I came to the beach and there were coconuts. Oh yes, there were coconuts, and it was cool and blue ocean. I was ready for fun, I did it. I said, suckers who are still back home. I beat it, I beat the karma. Hey, paradise. Right? So, but it was hot. It was hot. God, was it hot, So I went to sit under the palm tree. Next moment, suddenly, right next to me, plop, I'm looking, scorpion. Whoa, scorpion, hoo-hoo. Anyway, story to tell when I get back home, right? Still enjoying, until plop again, another scorpion. My God, this tree is full of scorpions. Get out of here. No problem, go for a swim. I went for the swim. Someone said, you can't swim. I said, I can swim, I'm from Holland, no problem. He said, no, you can't, because the sharks are there when the water is high. You can only swim at the low tide. Sharks, big whites. So I was sitting on the beach, couldn't sit under the palm tree, couldn't go in the water, having my towel over my head, and I basically moved the suitcase from one hand to the other. I was still getting my karma. I was due to suffer, and I was getting it back again. The karma is like this. You can move it around, but you can't get rid of it until you take up devotional service. Because then Krishna takes it away. Sarvadharmam parichayamamekam saranam praja aham tvam sarvapradevyo. Krishna says, I will take it away. So he gradually takes it away. But not all at once, you just say, oh yes, I want to be a devotee. And then Krishna says, okay, I'll take away all your karma. It's not that cheap. We have to, he wants to see that we really want to be a devotee. Then but he'll start. As soon as you say, I want to be a devotee, already the reactions start to diminish. The karma diminishes. When the day we say, I really want to be a devotee, and we really mean it, take it all away. That karma. Thank you so much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Kadamba Kanana Swami ki
Jai.